Welcome to the first episode of our Survivor podcast. I'm Shelby Chisler, and with me today is my literal sister from another mister, Jocelyn Maxwell, future dentist and current resident of Utah. And this is Sorry for
Sorry for you.
Okay. Today we're going to be breaking down episode 1 of Survivor 49, Act 1 of a horror film. Okay, so first, Jocelyn, I just wanted to get what's your overall feel of the episode, and how do you think it set up the season?
I thought it was a pretty good episode. There was a lot of comedic relief.
I agree.
In the episode.
Yeah.
And I personally had a watch party with a bunch of people who have never seen Survivor before, so that was stressful. I needed the episode to be good. And I know that a couple of my friends left being like, I want to watch more. So that made me feel great because I was like, I promise it gets good if this episode wasn't going to be good. But I thought there were plenty of times where we were all laughing. The stakes were high, especially for my roommate who is from Portland, who was on the edge of her seat when Miss Portland was about to go home.
Miss Portland, Miss Annie.
Yeah, Miss Annie.
Yes. Yeah, I completely agree. At the end of the episode, I was like, wow, that was really good. I thought that was such a good start to the season. I laughed a lot. And I'm feeling good. There's so many players that I already feel attached to. And I know that's a good setup for a season for me whenever I leave the first episode and there's already so many people I'm rooting for.
Oh,
so, who are some of the people that are standing out to you so far? Who are you liking? Who are you not liking?
All right, here's who I'm liking.
Okay.
As a current resident of Utah, Mr. Utah Man.
Yes, Matt. Yes.
Matt, I just want to give him a hug. I feel like he is so dad. He's cool, edgy dad, bringing all of the he's older, so I think he definitely feels kind of on the outs of that tribe, but I think they're gonna do so well. And I really think that if he can make the merge, I'm not sure how strong he's going to be throughout the challenges because he is older, but I think he could pull his weight and get to the merge and destroy everyone. I really liked him.
Who else are you liking? Anybody else?
I'm having mixed feelings about Rizzo.
Oh, I love Rizzo. A lot.
I really thought I thought that I wasn't going to like him.
I agree. Preseason, I was I don't know how I'm going to feel about this guy, but I love him.
He was really funny. Obviously him in the challenge against Alex was crazy. I think he's great for outwitting in that aspect because also how are you going to go and be I'm not good at puzzles, send me. Obviously, there's going to be a puzzle. What do you think this is? And so that stressed me out, but he pulled through. I will say, one thing that I hate, especially in the first episode, is crying.
Yes, but he's so baby.
I just I don't know. I get that they're excited, but crying. If they're happy tears, okay. If they're I'll shed a tear here and there, but I feel there was already a good amount of crying, and I was okay, it's day one. Let's calm down.
So I did want to ask you, since you're a Muppet expert, is Rizzo the rat from the Muppets also of Albanian descent?
That's a tough one. I personally have not checked his Ancestry.com records, so I don't know. He totally could be, though.
I know. Except
he also could be a New York subway rat.
I do think that he is a New York subway rat because he does have a Brooklyn accent. But maybe he is from like
Maybe his
he's from Brooklyn,
ancestors.
but maybe his ancestors are from Albania. Yes.
Yeah.
But their names are spelled different because Rizzo the Rat has two Z's, but Riz God only has one.
Yeah, so true. So not related, probably not.
Probably not. But yeah, I feel particularly connected to the man, the myth, the legend, Rizgod, Riz God Baby, because I too, as you know, had like this alter ego persona in my
Yeah,
past,
S Chizzy
as Chizzy
Dizzle.
Dizzle.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I get it. I get it.
I mean,
I
I feel
think
like
we're
we've all been
connected.
there. Because, I mean,
Hmm
I've had my J-Bone.
J-Bone, Jockstrap Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a rite of passage. And I think since he is so young, how old is he?
He's 25, so he's a year older than me.
Oh,
Yeah. He
he
does.
looks like a
Yeah,
baby.
he does. But yeah. So yeah, I do really like him a lot.
He is
Other
going to
players,
bring a lot of comedic relief to the show, though. I know for
yes,
sure.
I agree. I agree. And I hope that he goes pretty far. And I will say other players that I am really liking, I'm loving Savannah. I'm loving I really like Sophie S, and she was like really underedited in the episode.
Okay.
She's the Sophie that's on the Yellow Tribe.
Yes,
And
because
so
the other
she did not get
Sophie
a lot of screen time. The other one
was
got
the
a lot of screen
Latina.
time. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Um, and then I like Matt. I don't know if I said that or not, but I'm glad that Savannah and Matt are probably going to work together because I do really like
Yeah.
both of them. Um,
What are your thoughts on, what's his name, Jake?
okay,
He's
I have a lot
giving
to say
heavy
about Jake.
David.
I have a lot to say
It's
about Jake, but I want to talk about it in a little bit. So,
okay.
okay,
All
so
right.
first I want to talk about the marooning challenge. So, my gripe here, bring back the boat maroonings. I love when they jump off the boats, they gotta grab all the supplies.
Oh yeah.
They haven't had, I think the last time they had like a boat marooning was 45 when Brandon couldn't climb the ladder. So I think they were just like, we can't do this ever again because what if people can't climb the ladder? I
Can't
don't
climb the ladder. Oh my
know.
god. That is
But
not, that
yeah,
should not be a concern because that, actually, I feel like there have been way too many Survivor players who can't climb ladders out of
you're
water.
right. You're right.
Because Troyzan,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, like, that's
And
the
to be
easiest
honest,
part.
I don't know if they ever made War Dog like climb a ladder, but I bet he wouldn't have been able to do it
He
either.
probably could not climb the ladder.
Yeah. So, Brandon should never feel bad. But
True, true.
so what were your thoughts on the marooning challenge? My first thought, getting to know everyone, Jake's skinny jeans. Why? I don't know, but he could run in them. He was
Okay,
zooming in
yeah.
those skinny jeans. I was like, that's crazy. But I thought he was gonna have like a blowout or something because they were
Yeah,
so
he's
tight.
gonna be like a Pula Rupert in Pearl Island. He's gonna need
Yeah,
a
I was
skirt to put on.
really scared.
Yeah, well,
Also,
we
yeah,
were
go ahead.
talking about how everyone was in jeans.
In jeans, yes, and they were swimming in their jeans. I was like, why? Take them off. Like,
Yeah.
wear your underwear to swim. Why are you swimming in
The
jeans?
also the black overalls, I kind of that
Yes, it
I love
did.
that.
It did. It did
but
eat,
I
yes.
know that cannot be comfortable.
No. Yeah, I could not get over the people swimming in jeans. I don't know. But yeah, so Hina won the marooning challenge. I thought they did really well. Christina
Mm.
and Jason like slayed that puzzle like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I love Christina too. I forgot to mention her, but I do really love
Another person who I think is giving Muscle Mommy, and I know I watched Kenzie's baby pick her as her winner pick, MC.
her. Yes, I do.
I liked
also
her a
really
lot.
like
I think
MC.
she's giving peaceful, like, go with the flow, might fly under the radar, but I know she's gonna slay in challenges because
Yes.
Muscle
Yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't get a lot of screen time either, but I think that Hina got like the least coverage overall because they like won
They were so
everything.
good.
So yeah, like I just feel like we didn't get a lot of like
There wasn't a
camp,
lot of
camp
tension
from
there.
them. Yeah, but anyways, okay, so Hina wins and then they get the pot, the machete, and the flint. And then the other two tribes have to do the fight for supplies. And so we get Alex and Rizzo that end up going there. My question is, you're in that situation. Are you volunteering to fight for supplies? Are you like, heck no, I don't want to go at all, like putting your foot down? What are you doing in that situation?
I'm not going. Absolutely not. I
Yeah.
just think it puts a target on your back. One, there's idols everywhere. So people are going to be like, whether there's ever been an idol out there or not, or some sort of advantage, everyone, if you're ever alone, people are going to just assume.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
on day one, that's a terrible place to be. Terrible.
I completely agree. I will say in the fight for supplies, I feel like it's a little bit different because they know that you are like going out there for like the pot, the flint, and the machete specifically, and it's not just like a journey where it's like we don't know if you're gonna get an advantage
Yeah,
or if you're gonna lose your
true.
boat or whatever. So I feel like the fight for supplies is like a little bit would be a little less worse than like a journey,
True.
but you're still, I mean, like the amount of
You're
like
alone.
socializing that goes on
That
in
goes
that
on
like
in the first minute, yeah.
yeah, like when you first go back to camp, like you're missing out on all of that. Like I would definitely not
That's pro
wanna
alliance
do,
time.
yeah, I would definitely not want to do the fight for supplies. But
Also, if you come back empty-handed,
yeah,
it's just like it leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth. It's
Yeah.
like, this person who no one has talked to yet that didn't bring us anything.
yeah.
Great. But
I will say though that I do feel like both of them ended up going because it just kind of sounded like nobody wanted to go, and then they were like, "Well, if somebody has to go, I guess I'll go." And I do feel like I am that person that like is like, "Okay, well, if no one else wants to do it, like
Yeah.
I guess if somebody has to." So I feel like I could see myself ending up in that situation, but
But I
otherwise,
also
yeah,
feel
I
like
would not
that's
wanna go.
terrible because personally I know that I am probably not going to be the strongest person in my tribe.
Yeah.
So it's like, give me someone who's like athletic and like good at puzzles, because like how Rizzo went and he was like, I suck at puzzles.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe someone should have been like, okay, wait, I'm actually kind of good, like maybe I should go. So I mean, it worked out for them because Alex just could not find the wheel.
Yeah, okay, so speaking of which, how can someone be that bad at puzzles? Like, that was, like, ridiculously
That was
insane.
bad.
It was so bad.
Well, that's what we were talking about. I'm like, it wasn't that difficult of a puzzle.
And, like, he couldn't get anything. Like, not
Anything.
even a little bit. And also, I feel like that puzzle was, like, the type of puzzle where if you did start to get it a little bit, like, it just kind of comes together.
Yeah, and the fact that he was even looking at Alex's puzzle, putting the pieces on top,
Yes.
still not
Yes.
being able to figure it out. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
But-
so how do you feel about him going over to Alex's puzzle to, like, look off of it?
I think it was fine.
I think it was fine too. That's Survivor. That's Survivor, baby.
That's what I'm saying. At you
But-
sometimes,
But
but
Alex totally could have thrown his puzzle on the ground. That X was in
That's-
such an obvious freaking spot in between those two
Yeah.
logs. You see that? You don't need to come back and look at it again. You know where
Yeah.
it is. And I was getting so mad because obviously he wasn't finding it. Like, he just wasn't, like, digging deep down enough or
deep
whatever.
enough, yeah.
But then he starts digging, like, around, like, on the, like, outside of the logs and stuff. And I'm just like,
And it's
dude,
like, why?
what? That's not what the X is clearly inside of these
Yeah.
two logs, dude. Yeah. And whenever
That
he went
also
back,
stressed me out.
whenever he went back and then
And
like
he was like
laid,
covering it.
yes, he like laid over top of it because he was like trying to keep him from finishing it. Like at that point, if you've already come back to look again and you're like know that he's cheating off of it, like
Destroy your puzzle.
destroy it, dude. Like what are you
Which,
doing?
that's what Rizzo was like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised he didn't, like, throw his puzzle away so I couldn't look at it. And so that's obviously how Rizzo ended up winning. But I mean, Survivor's just you gotta outwit sometimes. And
Yeah.
if you're not smart enough to solve the puzzle, hopefully you're smart enough to look at someone else's puzzle.
Yeah. And honestly, digging challenges, I can't with the digging challenges.
They're the worst. I agree. I
And they're always
agree.
for, like, dumb stuff. Like,
The coffee?
it's never- yes, yes. The digging challenge in Go Wrong that nearly killed like 3 people, and it was
Yes.
just for coffee. Like, I don't. Yes.
Like, they're gonna be literally pooping themselves after they drink this, and 3 of them
Yes.
almost died. Like,
I
is it that
don't-
serious?
Like the digging challenges. I
Yeah.
don't.
No, and it's so hot,
Yeah.
and
It's-
like they put
And
that
they
wheel
bury
so
them
deep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Seriously. But anyways, so
Well-
Rizzo ends up winning,
Mm-hmm.
gets his pot, flint, machete, takes it home, has his little cry sesh, wishes he could hug himself, but that's weird. And I mean, yeah, Alex really fumbled that because he clearly was gonna win.
It,
So,
yeah, it was. It
I
was
don't
so
know how
bad
you
for
can
him.
be that bad at puzzles, and I don't know how you can fumble that hard. Both of them, it was not good. Yeah. Okay, so now I want to get into the individual tribes and kind of how we're feeling about them. So let's start with the yellow tribe, Hina. I know we talked a little bit about it earlier, that you were liking Matt, but how do we feel about him with the like starting the fire and like letting everyone else try it first before he stepped in?
I think that was a really smart move on his part because you cannot just go in and be the big provider and tell everyone what to do, and like it sometimes comes off as I know more than you guys, so I'm going to be in charge.
Yeah,
And
and
I
he
think-
already like noticed that he was like kind of on the outside. He's older than everybody else and like wasn't able to like talk about them about some of the things they were talking about. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was smart for him to like step back. Like, I mean, he knew that they were going to have fire because he knows how to make fire. So it was, you know, at the end of the day, it was them calling on him to go make the fire. And then that, I think, made them realize how much they need him around camp.
I agree, and I also think it was kind of smart for him to like let them try to do it themselves and like realize how
To
hard it
realize
was.
how hard it is.
Yeah, so like they know they need him because if
Yeah.
he would have just gone and done it and then they all like still had it in their heads like, oh, I can make fire, like we don't need. Yeah, well they know they need him.
Mhm.
Yeah, for
I agree.
sure. How are you feeling about Steven? He's the rocket scientist.
The rocket
The
scientist.
off-brand Ryan Reynolds, as he calls himself.
I thought, I feel like I didn't really have many thoughts about him. I mean,
Yeah.
he was just kind of there. I feel like, yeah, he was just kind of neutral. I don't remember having a super positive connotation towards him. I feel like he could be a little annoying in the future.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to do because so we saw him kind of make his connection with Matt and they seemed, you know, like they had their little thing, but then
Oh,
he got
I'm
like,
remembering what
really
he
in
did.
his head. Yeah, he like freaked out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because he was trying to make alliances with everybody.
Yeah,
Which
and
I think
then
is
he,
going to
like,
backfire on him
right.
so bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then not only was he like going to everybody, oh, you just can't do that. Like go to everybody and like say the
You can go to
exact same
everybody.
thing. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like you got, and you can't go to everybody and be like, I like you, I want to work with you. You have to
Yeah,
just
because
go to
then
everybody
you're
and
gonna
make a
have-
connection without saying
You're going to have
that.
to vote someone out, and so then you're going to be
Yes.
breaking your promise because you've told
Yes.
it to everyone.
But then not only did he do that, then he like freaked out because he was like, I
Yes,
think
he was-
everybody's talking about me. And like, what if they're all lying to my face? Which
Did
is
he cry
valid.
too?
I don't remember.
Someone
it
else
was-
cried, and I was
It's
like,
a
why are we
valid
crying?
freak out, but like,
It's too soon.
settle
Plus,
down, dude. It's day
the
one.
thing that was stressing me out too was they weren't even going to tribal.
Going to tribal, yeah. And that was like a conversation that he did have with Matt, was he was like, well, so like, what are we gonna do if we do go to tribal? Like, who are we thinking of voting out? And Matt was just kind of
It's
like,
like,
I don't
don't worry
really
about it
know
right now.
yet, as long as it's not me and you, like, whatever. Which
Yeah.
that is another thing that I don't like is day one when you're not going to tribal, like, stop trying to plot against people. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
because it's just
It's not
giving
worth
it more
it.
time to like let everyone know that you had their name in your mouth. You know?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just giving it more time for it to get back to that person.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of the times when people make a quick decision, things happen the way you want them to happen. When you make a decision and you have so much time to sit on it, that's when everything goes awry and plans end up completely flipping.
Yeah.
And then the person who started the plan ended up going home.
Also, you don't know, like, you're not going to tribal today, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, or like who is going to make
They're
who mad
on-
tomorrow, and going to be
They're
like,
on a good tribe, too.
Yes,
like, they're
they
probably
are.
not going to go to tribal for a while.
right, yeah. Like, I actually kind of feel like they might stay on their winning streak because they seem to really have it together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were killing it in like both challenges. They killed it. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I love Christina. I think she's hilarious.
Mhm.
Whenever she was chopping the bamboo and she was just like whacking it, and then she goes, "Okay, that was fun." I was dying. She was killing me. She's scared of birds. That was so funny.
Yes.
I really,
So we were
really like
talking
her.
about that, and I was telling my roommate Suri about Suri and
Uh-huh.
how
Yeah.
when she went on the island, she
Major
was afraid of
Suri vibes.
leaves.
Yes, yes, no, literally, that was what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, okay, like people could watch this and be like, oh my God, like this lady, she's scared of birds, like what's she doing out here? But then I'm like, this was literally Suri on her first season, and look at her
Oh,
now.
for sure.
Like she is like one of
The
the greatest
queen.
of all time.
Yeah.
So you can't count
same
Christina
for-
out. Like you can't count her out.
What's his name? David.
David, yeah. David was
He was
scared of
afraid of everything.
breathing. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's also one of
yes,
the best
like
players.
A really good player. Yeah, for sure. We also saw a decent amount of Jason too, who was the male alternate. So Jason and MC were the two alternates. They both got stuck on that tribe together. So that's really cool, and I do really like both of them. So that's really awesome for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't get to see a lot of MC. We didn't get to see a lot of Sophie, but I feel like this tribe is probably not going to go to tribal for a minute.
Yeah.
But we didn't really see like a whole lot of like alliances forming yet, so I don't
Which
really
I
know.
don't think they really need to right now. I think they
Right.
need to just chill, be happy, camp life, live, laugh, love, and cross that bridge when they get there.
Yeah, but I am
Because
a
the
little worried
stronger-
for Steven.
Yeah,
Because I kind of feel like if they do end up going to tribal, it might be
it's
him.
gonna be him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other like dilemmas with anyone
Yeah.
else. So it's like we
Not
barely
that we've
know each
seen
other.
at least. Yeah. but-
Yeah, true. But so I think they just need to be all happy-go-lucky, and then I think the stronger you are, because if you're plotting against people, that weakens bonds, and then I think you're not going to do as well in the challenge.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're really strong. I think they are going to kind of be the powerhouse tribe. But then, I feel like we do usually see whenever there is a powerhouse tribe, when they get to the merge, they do kind of like fall apart. Because I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like, you've gone so long, you haven't got to vote anybody out, and you just kind
People
of,
are
like,
wanting to
implode.
vote people out because there's
Yes.
someone that's making everyone angry.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes for Hina. Okay. Moving on to the red tribe, Uli. All right. So what are your thoughts on this tribe? Do you need reminded who all's on this tribe?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I know Rizzo.
So yeah. So on Uli, we've got Rizzo, we've got Savannah, Matt, Shannon, Jawan, and Sage. So Shannon is the one that's like super spiritual.
Oh wait, not
No, that's Savannah.
Reporter Savannah.
There's so many S names on this season. This was my
Sophie,
season. This was
Sophie,
my season. I should be
Savannah.
on this season.
Yeah,
Throw Shelby
literally.
in there, But anyways, yeah. So Shannon is the one that's like the super spiritual one that was like doing the yoga and stuff.
Yes.
How do you feel about her?
I feel like there wasn't much coverage on her. Was there?
I don't know. I feel like she kind of got
Maybe.
her moment.
I liked the yoga. I think that's a great team bonding.
I
Personally,
thought it
I
was
would
too
love to
much.
have a.
I was not a
You
fan.
think so?
I was not a
I mean,
fan.
what else do you have to do out there on the island?
I don't know. In those situations, you can't say no because then you're like
Yeah,
separating yourself. But like
yeah.
also, I don't know. And then even like Savannah was like, I don't know if I like all of this stuff. But then she was like, but I feel like she's a player deep down, which was going to be my next question is like,
Yeah.
do you think she's playing up the spiritual woo-woo to hide that she's secretly a snake in the grass?
I never thought about
Is it a
that.
front? Is it a front? I don't know. But I feel like that's kind of what
I feel
Savannah
like
is
I'd have to
thinking.
see some more of her to
Yeah.
decide that and see her real intentions, what they
Yeah, because at
come out to
first,
be. If they go to tribal, I think it would come out.
yeah, at first Savannah was like, I don't know about this girl, but then she was like, nope, we're gonna work together. Um, yeah, so and then also like I've mentioned before, I love Savannah, I love Nate, I love that they're working together. They kind of made their little for Savannah, Nate, Rizzo, and Shannon is like the main alliance in this tribe with Jawan and Sage are on the outs. Um, and then okay, so speaking of Sage, how do you feel about Sage and her like obsession with bodily fluids?
That's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's why. Like, it's giving kind of like My Strange Addiction.
Well, I did in one of the preseason interviews, she says that she collects like pimples in a jar. Like
How?
she squeezes out her blackheads and then she like keeps them in a jar or something. So I knew she was gonna be kind of a wild card coming into this because what the heck. But then
What do you
literally
do with that?
the first thing we hear from her, I don't know, maybe she uses it for some witchy stuff or something, I don't know. But the first thing we hear from her is that she's like peeing off the boat a whole bunch because she's like, I gotta pee when I'm nervous, and she's like, I peed like 3 times. But then she's also like, if anyone has aqueduct yet, please tell me about it in detail. And I'm just like, okay, like I don't know, it's funny, but also like
It's a
I feel
little
like
too far, I feel like.
it's a little too far when you just met these people, and also like
Yeah.
when you're playing this game where you don't want to be like, I
I
don't.
don't know.
I
I
feel like you just gotta
also,
know your audience, you know? Like I just feel like
yeah.
I don't
I'm not
know.
one to hide my bodily fluids. If you gotta
Yeah.
pee, you gotta pee.
Also,
Oh,
like with friends and stuff, like I'm pretty vulnerable. I talk about those
the
things,
the
but like,
whole like if you're taking a poop, tell me about it. That rubs me the wrong way. Why do you want to know? It's one thing to be like, yeah, I just like went to
I
Coconut
just
Grove,
I just aqueduct.
but not, oh my gosh, like what was the texture? Like,
Yeah, yeah. With these
so,
people you just met, yeah,
yeah. Even if, like, I don't know, even if it wasn't with people I just met, I'm not like, how was your poop?
yeah,
Did it
that's
come out
true.
okay? Like,
Mm,
why do you care?
yeah.
Why are
So
you
I don't
collecting
know.
pimples in a jar?
Yeah, and I also, so I do feel like I don't think that any of them like inherently dislike her, but I do think that her like she's obviously like not in the majority alliance, so I feel like that's probably why.
Yeah, they're probably like,
Yeah. Um,
they're probably like, can I pop your pimple and keep it in
yeah,
my bag?
maybe. I don't know. That's crazy. Maybe she'll come home with a jar of Fiji pimples.
Yeah, that's
I don't
gross.
know. Um, okay, so then we have Jawan. So he's kind of also on the outs a little bit. However, he gave us the opening narration of the episode.
Yes.
So I feel like that's
Because
something,
wasn't that Joe last season?
Yes. And then Tevin did in 46, and maybe Andy in 47, maybe Rome. I don't know. I don't remember. But
So
yeah.
big players, I mean.
So yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna get from
He was
Juwan.
the one with the overalls, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked his style.
Yeah, and I think if him and Matt could get together, because Jawan is like a big like superhero fan, and Matt be like working on superhero movies, so if they could really
You
just
mean
like get
Nate?
together and talk about that. Yeah, did I say Matt? I meant Nate,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're
Yes,
good.
Nate and
hmm
Jawan. Yeah, if they could get together, I feel like they could have something, but I just don't know if that's gonna happen. Um,
Yeah, I think also that Nate is really smart for not telling people
hmm For
how
like
big,
downplaying
because
it, yeah.
yeah, because I mean, he obviously has money,
hmm
and that's an easy way to vote someone out. Oh, you're rich already. Get out of the island.
How do you feel about Savannah not telling people that she was a reporter?
I thought that was stupid. I don't think
Okay.
anyone cares. I really don't think anyone cares about that. I think there are certain things that you should downplay, like lawyers, for example. I
Yeah.
agree with that
Well,
because,
lawyers have like a reputation on the show, but I
yeah,
mean, like, do reporters also have a reputation on the show? Like
no.
Rick Devens, weatherman? Was he a weatherman or was he just, he might
I
have
have
just been a
no
reporter. I don't
idea.
know. I don't
I don't
know.
know, but it doesn't
Sam,
get, like,
Sam was a sports reporter. I don't know. I do think that everybody thinks that their job is like more special than it actually is.
yeah,
Because everybody
yeah.
goes in and they're like, I can't tell anyone that I am this because it gives me all these skills and they might take it through. Like some people won't like tell people that they're in sales or something because they like
And
they
it's like,
that like elevates their thrill. But yeah, really, I don't think that.
I did not think the
I
reporter
don't
was
know.
that
I do
serious.
think there are some occasions where there is like that one person that is like, oh well, she's in sales, so gotta
Yeah,
get her
I
out.
agree.
But
I agree.
I
But
don't
I
think that
think
happens most of the time. I don't know.
also with the reporter, I mean, she's like, I'm good with my words. And I'm like, okay, you can read off a teleprompter. I don't know. That's great. It's not like you're like manipulating people or anything like that, or like,
Well, she did say because I do think that she was like a in the field reporter more. Like I don't think she
okay.
was like in the studio, and so she did say like a lot of her job was trying to get like people to tell her the story before they told the competition the story, or like get like the better story
Mm.
that like before the competition. So I do get that, and I do think that all of those skills are useful. But I also think that you're giving yourself like more to deal with by lying about what
Oh
you
yeah,
do.
for
You
sure.
know?
And also, I mean, for example, me not knowing that she is an in the field reporter,
Yeah.
my assumption of that is that she's reading off a teleprompter. I'm like, that's not intimidating to me personally.
Yeah. But she said
So
she was in marketing, I think. But like my fear is just like you better have that stuff rehearsed good because if you're
yeah,
out there and people start asking you questions, like no, like
yeah. What are you gonna tell people?
yeah, I don't know.
What do you
I
do? What do you do?
Oh, what do I do? Yeah, well, I don't if who knows
Podcaster.
what I would be doing when I get on Survivor because I am just a man. I'm just a woman of many
Are you a man
genres.
or a muppet?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what we should ask Rizzo. Is Rizzo a man
Yes.
or
Are you a man or a
woman?
muppet?
He
These
should
are the
perform. He
questions.
should perform that. I think
I hope
at
he
some
does
point during
at
the
some point.
season. Yeah. Okay. How do we feel? The last thing about this tribe that I wanted to ask you about was Savannah was like kind of vibing with Jawan, and then he tried to make the fire and like had his like little meltdown because he couldn't make it, and
He
then
was the
she.
crier. That's what it was. He was
Okay.
the other one that cried. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
take a deep breath.
And then Savannah was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. If I was her and I watched that happen, a grown man crying over not being able to make a fire, and I know, yeah, his like sweat was
I'm
dripping into the
sure
fire, just
it's
burning it out.
frustrating
Like,
because he did say that he had like practiced a lot before he
yeah.
went out and was like good at it, and then to like not be able to get it to work when you actually need it to, that has to
Well, that
suck.
happens for at
It
least.
does. That
The
has
thing
to
is,
suck,
like,
but like
the
also,
stakes are so low
I
in this
don't know.
scenario because it's just for your campfire, as
Yeah.
opposed to like people who are doing it for immunity, who make fire all the time and then they lose it because of the wind or something like that, you know?
I will also say I wasn't like super icked out by him going like because he just kind of walked away and had his moment. If he would have started like yelling and kicking stuff, then I
You're
would have
right.
been like, oh my God.
Absolutely not. Yeah. He can at least handle his emotions
Yeah.
in a
Like he
safe
didn't
manner.
make it like a big deal in front of everybody. Like he just walked off and had his little moment, you know. Um, yeah.
But I
Because
just think, I mean, stop, dry your face off, take
come
a
back
second,
later. Come
go
back
sit
later.
by the beach. Yeah, come back. It's like you have so many hours in the day.
Yeah,
You don't need
it's
to do
all
it right now.
It's all right, dude. Yeah. I don't know about that.
Ask someone to help you. Also,
Yeah.
like, where was everyone else at?
Right, like what was everyone else doing?
Yeah. Like, this
I
is a
don't know.
team. I don't know. Weird.
All right.
On to the messy
On
blue
to
tribe.
Kella, which also would never think the way that that's spelled would be Kella, but it is Kella. Anyways,
How's it spelled?
oh my God, Kele.
Kella. Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Fijian.
Fijian. Word for I don't remember what it is. They all are Fijian words, but I don't remember. All right. So obviously, this is the tribe that we got to spend the most time with because they were the ones going to tribal council. Um, so first off, Alex is on his journey thing. Sophie comes up to Jake and is like, "Hey, I want to work with you. Let's be number ones." And then Jake is like, "Actually, me and Alex haven't even talked yet, but I know that we're number ones. But you can get in on that too if you want." And then then they're like, "Okay, final three." And I'm like, "It's day one!"
Yeah. Yeah. Final 3 promises at day 1 literally will get you screwed over in the end.
Also, why even bother saying that? Like, I
Yeah.
would never take that seriously. If I was out there and someone on day one told me they were going to go to the end with me,
Yeah.
like, tell me
Absolutely
you want to
not.
work together, yeah, but like to the end? I know you're not telling the truth. You don't know what you want for the end yet.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's crazy. I really felt bad for Sophie in the fact that she did go up to him first and he was like, "No, boys club first."
Yeah.
Bros, we're one of the bros.
Bromance.
Sophie, you can be a
Bromance.
bromance.
Speaking of which, I think before the season is over, Jake and Alex are going to kiss. They're going to kiss. And
I mean-
maybe scissor? Because he was like,
Yeah.
me and Alex are like this. And I was like, are you?
Okay.
Are you really? I don't know what's going on there, but I do think they're going to kiss. And they really did just put all the gays on one tribe, even the ones that don't know that they're gay.
Yeah, the one that's married. Doesn't he have like a kid on the way? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he
his
does.
baby's being born right now.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Okay, so first of all, his dad, this situation with his dad getting diagnosed with glaucoma, he's going to be blind by the end of the year. This is the last season of Survivor he's going to get to watch. Okay, and then missing the birth of his first child after him and his wife have been doing like IVF for like 4 years and it hadn't been working, and then she gets pregnant. And now he's not gonna. That's crazy. But like, I get it. That'd be such like a difficult decision though, because you're like,
yeah,
this is
I
the
agree.
last time my dad's gonna get to watch me on Survivor, or I'm gonna miss the birth of my baby. But I feel like I would. I don't know. Like he said, he talked to his wife, and she was just like, "Go win us some money," you know. So I get that.
Yeah.
Like if your wife's fine with it, then I say go for it. Like there's some people that are like, if my husband left me when I was having my baby, then blah 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 to go play Survivor. Bring me $1 million. I don't. Babies are expensive.
True, babies are expensive.
IVF's expensive, so
I feel like, I don't know. It is a weird situation. Like, do we really think, like, because maybe he could have like applied again, you know?
yeah.
And
his
got
dad-
on.
But his dad.
But his dad, How big of a Survivor fan was his dad? That's the real question.
He grew up like watching it
Okay.
with his dad and stuff. So I do feel like I get it. I get it. Um,
Yeah.
However,
Well, what does his dad think, Like,
Yeah,
what did his
true.
dad say? Like,
I don't know. But I will say, him spilling the beans on all of that early,
crazy.
no one is going to let you go to the end. No one's going to let you sit at Final 3 and tell your sob story. No, when they all know it already. You got to keep, you got to hold that in. You got to hold that in and then let it out at Final Tribal and be like, I missed the birth of my child to be here, and I don't even know how it went. And my dad's going blind, so let my dad watch me win $1 million.
Yeah.
But now they
It
all
wasn't
know.
even really like a vulnerable moment either.
No,
to like
he just kind of like said it.
he
So,
just said it and it was like, okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry that happened. Let's go make a fire.
yeah.
So that was weird. But I feel like he is giving me so David and his milk vibes.
Yeah. Also, the one nipple piercing, just one.
Yes. No, I was trying to figure that out because I think I would like glance at one nipple and I'd be like, oh, there's no piercing, and then I'd be like, wait, I swear I saw a nipple piercing,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, oh, it's just one.
Just one. I feel like I would
Yeah.
feel so off balance. I'd be walking around like this.
Yeah. Do you think it's like, I don't know which one is pierced, but do you think it's like for like the whenever you have to get like resuscitated? Because have you seen?
With the AED?
Yeah. You know how they're like take off all their jewelry. But if he has the nipple not there over like your heart, could save his life. But he wants to be stylish, so he keeps it on the other side.
Okay.
Maybe. That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
Or he chickened out. He got one done. He was like, I can't do it
so
again.
true. He was like, that hurt too bad. I can't do it again. I can't do it on the other side. I don't know. But yeah, so one nipple piercing. Jake is gonna be a character. I do
I
kind of
agree.
feel like he's gonna get himself in trouble. I think like him and Alex together are gonna get themselves in trouble. So I
Oh,
don't
for
know
sure. Since
how
they're
far
in
they're
their
gonna end up
romance.
going. But
I think Sophie's gonna end up.
yeah. So obviously we have Sophie jealous that she's obviously the third in that alliance, which you never want to be, especially whenever
Yeah.
they're like making themselves that
love,
close together like
scissoring,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Especially whenever they're scissoring. Like you never want to be the third when people are scissoring.
Exactly.
But so then her and Jeremiah kind of link up though. But Jeremiah wants to work with the bromance. Jeremiah wants to be in the bromance. He wants
Yeah.
to be the third. Jeremiah wants to be the third for obvious reasons. But then him and Sophie kind of come together, and now they're number ones, but in the quad.
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna all end up backfiring.
I agree.
I think Sophie and Jeremiah aren't gonna be able to stay number ones because he's gonna be reaching out to the other dudes more. And I think if one of those two dudes are like, let's vote Sophie off, I think Jeremiah's gonna be in on it. And
Yeah.
Sophie's gonna be gone. So I think Sophie needs to get out of there. Hop in.
Well, so, okay, then we bring the other two into the mix, which obviously Nicole is gone, but bringing Annie into the mix. So Alex wants to work with Annie, which that was a whole weird conversation that I didn't like. But- because he was like
I
obviously
forgot
gonna
about
be
her.
like, he was obviously gonna be like, I want to work with you because you remind me of my mom. But in the middle of his sentence, she was like, don't say I remind you of your mom. And then he was like, you remind me of every teacher I ever had.
He tried.
He
tried.
did. He did.
Yeah,
so
we were really rooting for her, but I'm scared for her. I'm scared for her future of the next episode.
Yeah, it's not good. It's probably not good. But okay, so Alex made a connection with Annie, but then right before Tribal, whenever Annie's like, okay, like maybe I'm not going home tonight, but I'm on the bottom. So then she pulls Sophie and is like, hey, Sophie, so like I feel like I'm on the bottom. So what if we take out Nicole this time, but then target the boys next time, like go with the bromance. Okay, so A, that's interesting because Alex just came to you and wants
Obviously.
to work with you, so why are you throwing him under the bus? Like, I feel like you want to
Yeah.
keep that open.
Do
But
you think that
B,
Alex's conversation with Annie was legit though?
yeah, I think he went to her on, like, I think he actually felt that way. Um, but, because to be honest, I don't know how much we really got Alex's perspective on the
Yeah.
bromance. Um, like, obviously he's in it, but, like, I just don't know how much he is in it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I also
Real.
don't really know how Alex feels about Sophie. So maybe he wants to bring Annie in
Annie in
as the
instead of
third
Sophie.
instead of Sophie. I don't know. But so, anyways, Annie goes to Sophie, and then Sophie immediately turns around, goes back, and tells everyone what Annie just said. So now Annie's just in major trouble, basically. But they end up not voting her out anyways. So good for her. Okay, so. Oh yeah, I did also forget Jake with the left shoes, hiding the left shoes.
Yeah, the shoe thief.
The shoe thief. Rupert will always be the original though.
Yeah, for real.
I do kind of love that. I just thought it was funny that he was doing
Yeah.
that. Uh, I don't know. I would just be interested to see how that goes because he says he's going to keep doing it. So I just want to see where that goes from there. But
No, because I know if I was on there and he kept taking my left shoes over and over again, I think I would probably have to hit him in the head with a shoe. My
yeah,
right shoe. I
but
don't
you
know.
don't know it's him. But I want to know if they're going to like figure out it's him. Is he going to hide his own shoe? Like, because I feel like you have to hide
Oh,
your own
yeah.
shoe,
He's
you
gonna
know?
hide his own shoe for sure.
Yeah,
And then he's gonna come out and be like, who's stealing all
yeah.
these
But then
shoes?
I feel like you have to frame somebody though. Like
Oh,
you
for
have to
sure.
be like, you know whose shoe hasn't gone missing yet? Annie's.
You know what? Have you seen that documentary with it was called Unknown Number with the mom who was like bullying her daughter?
No.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So she was framing other kids in her class,
Oh,
but it was the girl's mom the whole time. And she
that's
was like,
crazy.
well, Olivia hates you and wants to be with your boyfriend, so obviously Olivia's doing this stuff. And it was just her mom the whole time. So,
That's wild.
yeah. Crazy.
Okay. So let's move on to the immunity challenge now. So Hina kills it in the immunity challenge, like so far ahead of everybody. Killed it in the physical portion, got to the puzzle first, killed it in the puzzle. Sophie was like the caller in the puzzle. She did a really good job. They worked together really well.
Oh, yeah.
Hina, I really just don't see Hina going to tribal anytime soon. I feel like they just really have it together.
I'm
Um,
really hoping though that there is some competition between red and
yeah.
blue.
Yeah,
Because if
Uli,
it's just
Uli did
blue
pretty good too. Yeah.
going back to back to back to back, we're gonna have our the mess.
The
The mess
disaster tribe.
again.
The disaster
Yeah.
tribe. Yeah, Kella sucked in that challenge. And yeah. So anyways,
I
they end
don't
up
foresee them getting much better.
no. I don't either. Although, I mean, I don't know. Like Annie and Nicole were both struggling, definitely. And so getting rid of one of them and then like the other tribes will have to run with one less player next time. Like, I don't know, it might be helpful, but we'll see. I don't know how much of a difference it's really going to make because I just don't feel like they have it together. Plus, they haven't had Flint, which means they don't have fire, and yeah,
They're hungry.
they're hungry. Yeah, whatever. I just feel like they're already down, and it isn't getting any better.
I agree. I feel like if they win something, it'll be like a reward challenge, and then they'll lose the immunity, and then it'll be like, ah.
Yeah. How did you feel about Nicole spitting on Jeremiah's face?
I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
did
I
too.
loved
No
that.
warning either. Like absolutely
Yeah.
no warning. She was
He was
just
like,
like,
how'd you get
blood out of your
the...
eyes, and she was like, yeah, that was
Yes, I
insane.
loved that. I
I did
loved
too.
that.
That was great. Um, okay. So moving on to tribal council, or at least pre-tribal council. Uh, so going in, like when they go back to camp, uh, it's pretty obvious. Like Nicole and Annie are both on the bottom, and Nicole just like is like, I just feel like they're lying to me, and I feel like it's me.
Also, her throwing up right
Yeah,
before
well, that's what I
tribal.
was gonna get to. Like she's literally freaking out because
Yeah.
she's so nervous that it's her. Vomits, projectile vomits on screen. I think that's
Yeah.
the most graphic vomit I've ever seen on Survivor.
Yeah,
And it came
I
out
did
of
not like that.
nowhere. No warning. Once again.
Literally.
And but then they get to tribal, and like I'm thinking she's gonna play her shot in the dark. Personally,
I thought so too. She said, she was like, if there's
how
a
are you
hint.
that nervous about that to the point that you are vomiting? Then you get
Yeah.
to tribal where they're talking at tribal about how there's two people on the bottom, and you know that you're one of them. There are two potential people that are going home, and they even said the person that is going to go home does not think they are going home because they are the one that thinks they're with the majority. And
I
you still
also-
gonna play your shot in the dark? Both of them should have played their shot in the dark.
That's what I was going to say. I was really shocked to find out that neither of them played it. Because I was like, both of them have to be playing it because there's no way to know which one it's going to be. And then
Yes.
boom.
And then
Neither
neither
of
of
them
them
did.
And Nicole, literally during tribal, Nicole was even like, "Am I good? Am I good?" Like, no
Yeah.
one's gonna look at you at tribal and say, "No, you're not good. You should definitely play your shot in the dark." When they're all against
Especially
you.
this soon, too.
Yeah,
Because you don't have people who are looking out for you like that this
Yeah.
early. Because they don't want to go home.
right. It was and then for her to be like, "Yeah, that was really a blindside. Like they really got me. Like I was completely blindsided." I'm like, "No, it
No.
wasn't. You
It
threw
was
up.
not.
You literally threw up because you knew you were going home. That was
I
not
agree.
a blindside." Like, what? I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I think it is. I was intrigued that they stuck to the plan of voting out the weakest link. Because I
Yeah.
feel like that's not been happening.
True. That in the new era, yeah, that's definitely been something that they've kind of maybe we've circled back around to that now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's smart to an extent.
Yeah.
I think,
And
but
I
I
think in
think,
their case, for sure, when they kind of had like two people that were like really bringing them down, I think you
Yeah.
just really need to like get rid of somebody, especially with
exactly.
the two people that
You
were
don't
also
have
the
connections.
weakest were also like the two people that were kind of on the outs from the majority alliance.
Yeah.
I think that it just made sense.
I
But
agree.
yeah. So sorry for you, Nicole.
Sorry for you.
Yeah, I did really like Nicole though. I thought she was really funny, and I thought
I do
that she
too.
would have been fun to have on the season. But yeah, she just wasn't bringing it. She wasn't bringing it. I don't know. And she
You
should have
know.
played her shot in the dark.
Exactly. And maybe she'd still be here.
Maybe she would. Maybe she would.
Maybe she wouldn't.